Okay, it's pretty messy. So let's just come and get some of this red, brilliant red acrylic matte paint. Let's do a few watermelons first. So I'm just going to do the stamping ones first because the stamped paint shapes, I think, are going to take a bit longer to dry than what our stencil will, because we're going to do the stenciling with a blending brush. So it's just a thin coat of paint, whereas this one here is going to be a little bit thicker. There we go. Okay, and I don't think we'll need any more than 5 watermelons, but I will do the ghost print. So as you would have seen, I inked it, I then stamped it twice. So I've got one that's like really bright color, and then I've got one that's kind of like, I call it a ghost print because it's the second stamp. And you could come and do a third stamp as well, and a fourth, just to keep getting all that ink off. But you know, as you slowly keep stamping it slowly loses more and more ink. So it's up to you. And then where's my sunnies? Now we want this to be a nice bright card. So I think we might do the sunnies in like an orange. I'm going to do paint pen because our stamps you can use paint pen. I think I've tried them with watercolor maybe once before.
Did it go well?
It wasn't as bright. I'll show you the watercolor in a second. Let me just get the paint pen on here. There we go. And we're just coming in. And there we are. All covered. Oh, hello, Tina. YouTube's now working, Mum. And Diane and Diana.
Hello, Di. Hello, Tina.
And Kel.
Right, let's get your milk, my feral friend. Wait, what? Yeah, what? It's a school night.
Oh, you've been
We're back to
busted.
the school regime. Come on, put the craft stuff away. Put the lid on the glue.
Amelia.
Hey, sharp.
Amelia has been busted.
Oh, let's use one of my new star glasses from Christmas.
I also think that I might have grabbed your paint palette, Mum.
What's that?
Although this might be my one.
What's the matter?
Is this your paint one? Your watercolor paint palette? It just looks a lot cleaner than mine.
Oh, that looks like my one. Did you not eat your dinner? Go and wash your face. You're in trouble. I'm going to tell your dad.
Right, let's come and use the orange. I'm going to be really careful because this is Mum's one. And I did not realize that I grabbed Mum's one this morning.
My what?
Your watercolor palette. The other one.
I look worried.
The other one is in the tub still.
Oh, I'm not
Okay, and then so this is just using the stamp with watercolor. So it has the same effect. Just have to be careful not to do too much water over top of it, or else it goes a bit liquidy. Yes, a little bit back to reality. When are you guys going to Japan? Not until July. Lots going on before then. Honestly, we have so much going on this year. It is just gonna be a crazy, crazy, crazy time this year. It's the year of creativity. And I think my family has taken it on as a challenge to try and fit every last thing in you can imagine.
We're visiting lots of places, teaching classes.
Yeah, we're doing a lot more pop-ups this year.
And classes.
And we're doing classes at all of our pop-ups. We also are, can I tell them about the after school thingy?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
We haven't got that off the ground yet.
Okay, maybe not that one. But there's another thing coming, and then there's also the cruises too this year. And then just the weekly classes, and obviously we also do some community awareness and fundraising things, like in Pride Month we always do a Pride display, and in October, November, around on the Black Friday sales, we always do a donation.
We do a fundraiser.
We do a fundraiser of that weekend instead of a sale.
For,
Headspace, we do a fundraiser for. So continuing with what we always do, but yeah, just adding a little bit more each year, seeing how we go. Right, so what do we want our base of our cupcake to be? I'm feeling like the base could be maybe a pink. Pink for the cupcake wrapper. And then if we come in and do blue, cake top. And then if we do a bow as potentially green. Right, and then if we just come in did get a little bit of fluff on it, and that's just because my desk isn't clean, but you guys at home, your desks will be clean, so you won't have that problem. So there's our cupcake at the moment. And what we can come and do next is, like, you can come in and add the sprinkles if you want, and the cupcake wrapper donuts, but I think what I want to do, so I want to add those in with paint pen, because I want my pattern to be slightly different on this one. Than what you normally have it as. And then let's come in with a bit of this blue. And I think what I'm actually going to do is, on my cupcake, because blending brush, I didn't clean it in between. I don't normally, between colors. So my blue just mixed a little bit in with the pink that I already used on it. So, you know, it made a bit of a purple. I'm okay with that though. And then I'll just come in and add some love hearts. There we go, there's the cupcake so far. And then I think we will add glitter to this card after we finish putting it all together, because glitter is the last step, as I used to say in my kids classes at the shop. Well, as we say in kids classes, is glitter is the very last thing we do, because oh my gosh, just oh my gosh, glitter, It's like sand. So there we go. So using our paint pen markers, we add a few details. And then while we wait for that one there to dry, which shouldn't be too long, I'm just going to come in and cut up my watermelons. Now, I think I only want 3, but I do like the ghost print. So I think I might actually go for 2 full color and 1 ghost printed one. Now, I did stamp more than what I needed to because I kind of already knew that I was probably going to go for 3. But it's always good to stamp a few more, or have in mind that you're going to like have a piece of paper that you can stamp a few more than what you actually need on it. So then if you do make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. You can just come in, have a drink of water, and do a retake, you know? Not the end of the world. So there's one watermelon. And then here comes another one. Gone in on the wrong angle there. There's that one. And last but not least, I do like the watermelon stamp because it is an easy one where you can make it into a fussy cut element, and it's not that hard to cut. It's just a quick, you know, half circle or a little bit of an oval with a mini circle cut out where the bite is. Okay, nice and simple. So yeah, when we're making a mixed media card, it's just important to remember to give it time to dry in between each layer, because cards are a little bit more, well, I was going to say sensitive, but you just don't want them to buckle while you make them, because then they'll never stand nicely for the person you're going to give it to. So you kind of always want to make sure that you give each layer time to dry in between. Because, yeah. It's just very important. So then it doesn't buckle. Right, there we go. And we're just coming in. The sunnies are a little bit more detailed on the fussy cutting side. So if you're not really wanting to do it, I get it. Okay, so there's our sunnies, our watermelon.
Which one's the thing? These 3.
And then
That one looks like it's more.
there's our fairy.
Oh yeah, let's make it bigger so then it's easy.
With some watermelons. Still deciding on the watermelon thing there. I think if we go on top. There we go. What are we thinking so far? Let me just lift it up to show you. We do have to paint our fairy a colour. I just moved it all around when I lifted it too, so you know, genius me. And let's just cut out our cupcake. So these ones here that I've stamped and stenciled on top of I've just used one of our ordinary pieces of cardstock. It's the 300 GSM white that we sell. It works marvelously for pretty much everything. So it's thick enough to be a card base. You can paint on that without it going through. It's nice and smooth as well, so you don't have to worry about texture. It's absolutely great. Right. And there we go. So there's that one. So let's just come in. I actually don't know if I want the fairy. I actually think the cupcake is what I want as the feature. The sunny's there. And what if we did...
Naomi-Jon has a habit of accidentally deleting things.
That's why there's an old stuff file.
That's why we have it in 3 places.
Did you hear my name taken in vain then, people? I think I did. I think I did. What do I have a habit of deleting?
Accidentally deleting things.
What have I accidentally
deleted?
What have I accidentally deleted lately?
Nothing lately, because we've got it in 3 places.
There was that one time where I did delete something that we really didn't need. I'm just looking at the fussy cutting in the thing.
You've accidentally deleted stencils before.
Oh yeah, I have accidentally deleted stencils. Oh, and chipboard. Oh,
Stencils on more than one occasion.
more than one occasion, stencils and chipboard. That they're not safe in the world of Naomi.
You've done a lot of stencils, which you need to make room for other stencils, and those stencils that you deleted aren't proper stencils.
No, it's the
No, it's not the prototype stencils with the new shape.
It's old ones.
It's actually was brand new stencils.
Was it? Oh, it was bad.
It's old ones. It's new ones.
You know, there were questionable times in my life, which I've decided not.
That's why we have backups.
Exactly. That's why we have backup files.
That's why we have systems and processes set in place to
That's
protect us from ourselves.
That's why we have 3 different looks of set files.
Right. So we point to.
Once again, I wish I could say that I'm blameless in this situation, but I ain't. Okay, so I've got all my little bits and elements. I just think this is a bit plain, and our stuff isn't standing out either on it. So what I want to come and do is I'm going to mix a little bit of white in with this one here, with this blue, with the pastel blue. And I also want to get... I know, to make it even more lighter. Doesn't make much sense, does it? Because it's already white, but I do. I do want it a bit more lighter. And then I'm thinking that we could go for a nice stencil that if we just did like a little bit...
Stencil.
I am using the cupcake stencil. Would you believe the cupcake stencil actually isn't my favorite? Here, I can show you my favorites. Oh, let me get out. You know, for someone who's created a lot of stencils, I have a lot of favorites. This here, actually, we might use this one tonight. Though it's very close to the pan on the card. Oh, no, we can't. This is one of my favorites. Okay, we'll pull that one out. They generically don't live on the ring because they get used too often to go back on. I'm also looking for a pattern for tonight, just as a heads up.
I'm going to get organised. My Tassie Devil thing's about to start.
Oh, Mum's into a documentary series about
Tasmanian
and
tigers. No,
yeah,
Tassie tigers.
Tassie tigers. She's really into it. I think it's just good because it turns her mind off a bit.
What's going on now?
Maybe we could use that one. That's not one of my favorites, but it is close to being there. The Christmas tree builders are... Oh, I do love this one. Oh, this can fix almost any problem on a page. In my personal belief.
Oh, Tina. It's just chaos around here some days.
It's just personal belief here. Oh, now this would definitely, this is my favorite. I'm sorry to all the other stencils, but have you seen this? Have you used it? It is amazing. We are going on a bit of a tangent right now because I don't know what stencil pen. Oh, I do like this one too. This is pretty cool. I've used it on a canvas behind me that's too big to show on camera, but it is amazing. There was another. I do like the script stencil. It's currently getting some TLC though. It's getting a bit of a break. I gave it a good clean and now it's drying in the bathroom because that's where you put all stencils that you shouldn't touch while they dry. There's these bug ones. I do like them a little bit. Like I said, they don't really live on the ring if I use them a lot.
They don't live on the ring because you won't put them back on the dang ring.
Again, my mum from the deep pointing out the problems with me following processes. So, what? I just don't think it will match our cupcake vibe. I was thinking we could do these wavy ones. Have a wave. Have a kick out. Nope. Oh. Maybe what if we did the flower and then we had this stuff on top. So we did the flower and let's say like a deep purple. And because all of our stuff has like a white outline and the cutest is white, it'll stand out really lightly because we've gone for light colors. So if we did like this daisy here in a purple and then outlined it in yellow where the cluster wasn't, so we stick on the cluster, and then we outline the shape bits in yellow. How do we all feel with maybe a few like modeling paste buggies everywhere? And a few spots, because then they'll be raised, you know. But we got to do those bugs after we stick it down, because I used modeling paste last night before sticking it down, and oh my gosh, it was difficult to make sure I didn't smush my modeling paste before sticking it down, because you know I was the genius who didn't think before sticking. Okay, so here we go. Let's just pull out this blending brush. So when we pull it out, we're just going to scrape it across there to try and get it. Ooh.
I'm just going to watch my
There we go.
Tasmanian tiger.
You go and have fun there. Is Amelia in bed?
Yes.
Okay, because I thought I heard her scattering.
No.
No.
Probably be well packed.
Yay. So let's just come in and put it. We're going to put it in with the pink because I'm not too worried. Now, this one here, we've used it that much that the lid's broken on it. So I am just storing it in clippy bag. And if you're afraid that the clippy bag isn't going to do the work that is needed, you can put the clippy bag.
Beside the cushion in the lounge chair.
She did a BB-8's head off at one point, playing with it. Anyway, you can stick this one into the freezer because paint in freezer doesn't go off / dry up. Just solidifies, and then when it gets hot again, it goes to liquid. It's great. Mana, I can hear the TV. Okay. Yeah, we're just not quite used to having a new TV that you can hear the volume across the house with it. It's amazing. We've had this TV since August last year now. But yeah, just honestly, we never had that ability with our old TV. And I just moved the stencil. So let's see if I've lined it back up properly. We might be doing a little bit more paint pen work than what I let on earlier. Or a bit of painting work. Oh, no, we lined it back up perfectly. Look at that. That's nice. That is beautiful. And then we're just going to stick that one in there to soak for 5. And then ready? What did I say? Purple makes the world go round. And then with the green leaf there. What do we think? Yay or nay? I'm thinking a yes. I like it. I do. So, if we come and stick it down now, and then we do, so where's that stencil? And we do like a light modeling paste. Oops, sorry, pun. I didn't mean to burp then. Light modeling paste bug there, and like one over here and one up on the side here. Just kind of, you know, going across the card. And then we do a bit of glitter on our cupcake and some paint pen. I'm thinking the pastel yellow that we used around the purple, just to really draw out that color a bit more. What do we all think? Yes or no to that one? And I do need, so I'm waiting double-sided tape, glue, and glitter. 1 second. I know. Double-sided tape, glue. We already have glitter over here. We also need light modeling paste. Woo! No. Can you see what's happened to your power board? Amelia knocked it down at the beginning of the class, and I thought it was just a light knockdown, but then I touched the desk with my leg a little bit when I walked past it. And I think it's got a few more issues than what she let on. I did not start this.
I think I finished it. Right, we'll leave that one for Dad.
Great.
Seems like a Dad issue.
Yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it? Okay, so let's come in and stick this one down. So we're going to put some tape on the back of the cupcake. So if your elements weren't dry and you still wanted to keep going, you didn't want to wait for them to dry, you could either use your heat tool or stick them down with gel medium, which we have done that before. Don't get me wrong, we have done it before. But tonight it is very hot, and it's hot enough to everything to dry, so we can.
Oh, it is hot.
Come in, like I'm sweating. It is hot. So let's just come in. And I thought you were watching a documentary.
Oh, I am. I'm just packing up some of the gears so that Missy doesn't get into it.
Yeah, she's become very attached to your desk.
No.
And I think it's only to
attached to my chair.
I think it's only to annoy her sister.
Yep.
So let's just come and stick those together. There we go. And let's put a bit of tape on the back of this one. Well, a bit more tape. So, you know, we don't want to be having to do the lifty uppies. Oh, we are doing there. And then let's do a bit of tape on the back of the watermelon there, on the back of the leaf here. So we just come in. Wait, stay stuck. Stick him down, and I'm not going to stick any of these elements straight, because if you stick one down straight, go stick them all down straight. And I'm into like an easy card making style. Hello. So yeah, I'm into an easy card making style. I'm not into, you know, making my life a little bit more difficult than what it has to be. I do craft for fun, not for making, you know, billions of rules I have to float. Look at that. So then we'll have the cutest there. So that's all stuck down now, because we broke our cluster up into 2 parts, making it easier for ourselves. And then I'm just going to come in with this pastel yellow paint pen like I spoke about. And I'm not going to do the bits. I did this after sticking down the cluster on the card, because I just didn't want to do the whole flower and to take away from the cluster. So I'm leaving a good, I would call it probably a 1/2 centimeter gap between any of the elements and the outline. Sometimes that 1/2 centimeter back gap is a bit shorter, sometimes it's a bit bigger. It all depends on like where it's sitting, if that makes sense. I'll show it to you in a second, because obviously some of these bits that are really close to the edge here that do need that outline, like there's only 1/2 centimeter there already, so, or less. So it's not going to be following that rule exactly. It's just a good base rule to have. So there you go. As you can see, that outline just made all the difference. And when we come and put our cutest on, look how nice that is. Stands out. Just absolutely beautiful. What I also think it needs is just a little bit of inking in this bright yellow. I think that's what oh no, medium yellow it's called. I was supposed to say it's not really a bright. I call it inking. This is my version of it. An ink pad is my finger with some paint on it. You could do this with a sponge or with a paintbrush. Up to you, realistically. I do go a bit further in some areas. It's just up to your own discretion when it comes to it. So there's that one. And then let's put some tape on the back. Tape on. And then time to glue our title down. Now this is a little bit overflowy if I remember anything from last night. Yes, it's when you start, it doesn't stop. Okay. There we go. And that's just because of the heat that we're currently experiencing in Gladstone and because we're near the end of our bottle of glue. Right. And this tile cut, well, this chippy cut was already pre-painted before class, and Mum just did this with a white paint pen. She was planning to use it on a scrapbook page a few weeks ago, but now we've used it on a card because she didn't use it. So, you know. It's just a chippy cut, a 50-cent one that we have with a bit of white paint pen. One of our pen tools does the trick. But yeah, there we go. There's that one. Woo! Nice, isn't it? And then it's just going to go in there. And we're going to stick this down before we do the light modeling paste, like I said, because I am fairly uncoordinated. And, yeah. Me and light modeling paste don't always work well together when it comes to doing things afterwards. So let's just, oops, stick that one down. Nice, see? It's already really nice, but I do think these bugs are just going to add what we need. Can't remember what I was going to use that light blue for, but I'm going to have to use it after class on my canvas. That's okay. I think it was the original stencil colour that we were going to go for, but I don't think that was ever going to work, if I'm being honest. So let's come in with our palette knife. Bit of the modeling paste. And then, so we just want one bug there. I think that bug's good there. And then we lift. And I think we can come down and just making sure we don't smudge our already stenciled bugs. Just come in and add 3 more, because we want 5, I think, on this card. And that's just it's an odd number, because our eyes really do, they love odd numbers. And because we've used light modeling paste for this stencil, it's got to be really well washed after class too. So that's going to go on top of the frame. Scrape off the excess. Actually, before we scrape off the excess, we might just want to come in and do like a little whoop. A little bit there. A little bit here. You know, add that little bit of a rustic look to it. And then let's just come in. And I think I might have grabbed the dead black paint pen. That's okay. Where is the fine liners on my desk? I'm sure I have a Malt fine liner here. Hey, there we go. There's one that works. And hidden at my desk. Don't know why. I'll lift this up to show you. I'm just doing my little stitching / divot pattern on my card. I am avoiding the bits where I've got wet modeling paste, because if you go into the wet paste, it is just gonna destroy your pen completely. Like, your pen won't come back from that. There we go. Whew. And there we are. One by Mixed Media card. What do we all think? Do we reckon it's done, or do you think it needs something else? I think it might be done. I do like all the little elements. They're quite cute. Got a bit of everything in there. Cutest. So you could give it to a birthday party card. You could give it at a baby reveal, because, you know, it's got blue, pink, purple, orange, all the baby colours. You know, green. Doesn't matter what gender or anything. Realistically, works for all babies. They're all cute. So that is our card. Well, that's our mixed media class for tonight. Our actual card making class is tomorrow night with Mum at 7 p.m. in the subscription group. And then we have our so we've got card making Tuesday night. Wednesday night is scrapbooking, and then this weekend is the Happy Land virtual retreat. Yay! So all those ladies who are doing the virtual retreat, obviously your class schedule will come out in the next couple of days if it isn't already out, because like, tomorrow it'll come out. There you go. And we will also be doing 2 scrap-alongs this weekend, so there'll be one on Friday and one on Saturday as part of that. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I really don't think there is. We are going to Harvey Bay in like 2 weeks time, so we're all getting prepped for that as well. Mainly me. I'm gonna do like a stock up of everything again, and you know, there's a lot of manufacturing happening at the moment. It is super hot. But thank you all for coming, and yeah, we shall, there will be a, well, it's called a bundle because this is a mixed media class, but realistically it probably should be called a kit for tonight. But there will be a bundle on the website for this card class, or for this mixed media class, where we learn how to make a card using our mixed media elements. And yeah, thank you for coming, and shall see you all during the week. Have a wonderful week and a safe one. Bye.